Welcome back, guys. It's your girl Alicia. Yes, I'm wearing the same outfit, the same makeup, the same hairstyle, everything, because it's the same day that I just filmed my other video. I figured, well, I'm all dolled up and have my hair and makeup done, I might as well just do 2 videos in one day, and I'll post this one tomorrow probably. So this is going to be the video about my CBT. My cat. My CBT group, which is cognitive behavioral therapy. It is truly amazing. I'm just gonna put my phone on silent there. It is truly amazing. Like I said, I went in to the group, you know, closed-minded. I didn't expect, like, I said I was going in open-minded and everything. I mean, we all say that, right? We all say this is going to help, it's going to change us, yada yada yada, blah blah. But really, I went in with a closed mind, and I thought, you know, this isn't going to help me. There's nothing that's going to help me. Prescriptions can't help me. I've seen a psychiatrist, I've seen therapists, I've seen psychologists, counselors, everything for the 17, 20 years of my life. So how could something like CBT help me? That's what I thought. That's what I figured. Now, I'm not saying that's a miracle. I'm completely healed. I'm completely better. I don't outrage. I don't have days where I spend in bed, because that's a total lie. Actually, today was one of those days. I spent all afternoon in bed. The only thing productive I did today was get ready and do a video for you guys, and this video tonight. So, like I said, it's helped me. It's made me open my eyes to a lot of things, but it hasn't cured me. Like, there's no magical cure. It's basically showing you a different way of looking at perspectives of things, different ways to looking at. We'll get into it. So the book that so how I got introduced to it was I went to my doctor and I said, something has to be done. I can't deal with the anger, I can't deal with the anxiety attacks, I can't go anywhere, I can't do anything. Something has to be done. Like, I need to see a psychiatrist. Now, I've seen one before, I think, in the past, but they never really did anything. So she's like, well, I'll refer you to Belleville General. These cats need to go. Belleville General Hospital. They have psychiatrists there now. And then they have, like, oh, no, she didn't say that. She just referred me to a psychiatrist. So I went and I seen a psychiatrist, and she diagnosed me with generalized anxiety, social anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, severe depression, a little bit of bipolar, or like she said that there's some signs of bipolar, and borderline personality disorder. But borderline personality disorder and bipolar have a lot in common, so it's hard to differentiate, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Between the two of them. So anyways, and then she said that what would be good for you is this course. It's called CBT. So she signed me up for it, and she's seen me a few times and changed my pills around. I got off my pills. There's a whole video on that. I will post the link down below about all that. So in order to start in order to go to the class and the group and everything, you had to get this book called Mind Over Mood, 2nd edition. And it's Change How You Feel by Changing the Way You Think. And it's by Dennis Greenberger, PhD, Christine A. Padesky, PhD. So, yeah, you were to get this book. So I'm going to start by the main thing in this book are called thought records. It's something that we do all the time. Like every time you have a negative thought, you write out a thought record. Yeah, I know that seems like a lot, and it seemed pointless. It seemed like it was a waste of time. It seemed like it was a waste of energy. I recently just started filling them out because of my last session really opened my eyes to the whole course and made me realize that, hey, I'm getting something out of this. I'm doing a bit better. There's times where I have stopped my outbursts. Now it's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna be able to do it all the time. That's just not me. That's not how I am. That's not who I am. But there's lots of times where I have stopped an outburst, and I will get into that. Actually, I'll tell a little story time about how I've stopped it. If not, actually, it may be too long for the video. We'll see. If it's too long, then I'll make a separate video right after and explain that story time, because I did pretty good with that. So anyways, so it's called a thought record. And a thought record, you write down your situation. So the situation would be who, what, when, where. Or if you can just fill out a couple of those, that's fine. The moods, like what did you feel? And a mood is only a one word. And then you write each mood between 0 and 100%. And then your automatic thought, images. What was going through your mind just before you started to feel this way? Any other thoughts, images, circle or mark the hot thought. And the hot thought is something that's like that is what you really feel. Like, let's see. I thought I had all this. All this point, like, certain spots that well, okay, here. How about I just read this thought record. And for the longest time, we were only supposed to do just the 3 columns. Now, to a real thought record, the whole thought record, there's 7 columns. But for the longest time, we were only to do the 3. So I'll read the first 3 to you first. So the situation was Thursday at 9:30 a.m. in my therapist's office, looking at the thought record. That was the situation. Her mood was overwhelmed, 95%, and depressed, 85%. The automatic thought, images, was this is too complicated for me to learn, and she circled that, so that was her hot thought. That was the main thought that she had. Psst. Stop. Why are my cats being so bad? Stop. No. I'll never understand this. Image memory, taking a report card home with bad grades and being yelled at by my parents. I'll never get better. Nothing can help me. This therapy won't work. I'm doomed to always be depressed. So that was her 3-column thought record. So if you kind of see, that was her automatic thoughts, and her hot thought was that this is too complicated for me to learn. So the evidence that supports the hot thought record is, I look at this thought record and I don't know what to do. That was my first thought too. I looked at it and I was like, are you kidding me? How do you do this? I don't get it. I tried writing out a thought record and none of it made sense. Like, I didn't know what thought or whatever went into what column. I had no idea. I was never very good in school. I don't know what you mean by evidence. So like, she had a lot of, like, she didn't get it at all. Psst, period. These cats need to go. Evidence that does not support the hot thought. At work, I learned the computer filing system, which is complicated. Some of the early worksheets seemed hard until my therapist helped me do them a few times. They seemed easier. And that's what I found with the thought record. After we went through the thought record a couple of times in class, I understood it more. I understood which one was my hot thought. My mood, I knew that when she said that your mood is only a one-word description. My therapist said I need to know how to do only the first 2 columns now. I can get help from my therapist until I know how to do it on my own. That was the evidence that does not support the hot thought. Number 6, the alternative balanced thoughts. Write an alternate or balanced thought. Rate how much you believe each thought. Even though this seems complicated, now I've learned other complicated things in the past. 90%. My therapist will help show me how to do this. 60%. With practice, it might make sense and get easier. 70%. And then you're supposed to write your mood after your after your balanced thoughts. And from overwhelmed, from 95%, she went down to 40%. And from being depressed at 85%, she went down to 80% after her thought record. So as you see there, her thought record had helped her. What else? Oh, this was just another thought record. The situation, I'm just going to read a couple of thought records. That way people understand it. And after, like I said, I want to make a Facebook page or something where we can all get together, people who are suffering from depression, anxiety, bipolar, post-traumatic stress disorder, anything like that. And I want to be able to help. The girl who runs my CBT group, she is a CBT survivor, I guess. Like, everything, like, the reason why she is where she is because of CBT. Like, it helped her. I want to, now I've always wanted to help people who go through what I've been through. But I mean, I've never been in the shoes to be able to help because I was not better. I'm still not 100% better, but I'm better than what I was. And I feel that with some of the knowledge that I have got over the years of being in therapists, counseling, all that stuff, that, you know, some of my knowledge can help somebody out there, I'm sure. And I'm always there to listen. I'm always there trying to give positive feedback and everything. And I figured, you know, I could post a couple of, like, if you can't get the book or whatever, I can post a couple of the pages on the internet and you guys could print them off and you guys could do them as well. Or, you know, together we can help. Together we can make a change. And I want to be able, one day I want to be like sitting in a room or somewhere and hearing someone say, because of her, I'm here, or because of her, I'm better, because of her, I can cope. That's what I want to hear one day, because of her. So this one, the situation, which is who, what, when, and where again, is Wednesday at 2:45 p.m. My manager is coming to check out the progress I am making on the payroll project. Moods. What did you feel? Rate each mood, 0 to 100%. Depressed, 90%. Nervous, 95%. And afraid, 97%. Automatic thoughts, images. What was going through your head just before you started to feel this way? Any other thoughts, images. Circle and mark the hot thought. The project is not complete. What is complete is not okay. I'm failing. I'm going to get fired, was her hot thought. I feel humiliated to tell my family that I've lost my job. Now, I mean, they never said that she lost her job or anything like that. That was just her thought record. So the hot thoughts. Here's just a little blurb about it. Wires that carry electricity are called hot wires. Similarly, the automatic thoughts that are the most strongly connected to intense moods are called hot thoughts. These are the thoughts that conduct the emotional charge. So these are also the thoughts that are most important to us to identify, examine, and consider whether we need to change them to feel better. This was also a good hot thought record. So the situation was handing in monthly report to my supervisor. She reads it while standing in my office, Tuesday at 4:30 p.m. My mood was nervous, 90%, irritated, 60%. Automatic thought. General question, what was going through my head just before I got nervous? These are things to ask yourself. And they said, why is she reading it here? Answer, that makes me nervous. She's looking for problems and will criticize me. General question, another question to ask yourself. What images or memories do I have in this situation? A memory of my dad criticizing how I mowed the lawn. His face is red and he looks really upset with me. Specific anxiety question. What am I afraid might happen? She'll be unhappy with my sales. I bet the other sales people did better than this. Specific anxiety question. What is the worst that could happen? I'll get fired or a pay cut. So that was another one that I thought was really good to share with you guys. Now, here's some of the questions for answering a thought record. So the situation again was, who were you with? What were you doing? When was it? Where were you? Mood is describe each mood in one word. Rate the intensity of the mood, 0 to 1,000 or 100%. Circle or mark the mood you want to examine. For an automatic thought, answer some of the following questions. What is going through my mind just before I started feeling this way? What images or memories do I have? What does this mean about me? My life, my future? What am I afraid might happen? What is the worst that could happen? What does this mean about how other people feel, think about me? What does this mean about other people in general? Did I break the rules, hurt others, or not do something I should have done? What do I think about myself? And I did this, or believe I did this. Now, I'll only read those 3 because, like I said, for the first little while, it's very overwhelming. And you guys right now are probably like, whoa, like, that's not going to help. I'm telling you guys, you all are probably feeling that and saying this right now. I know because I was there. Actually, I don't know if I want to go into more detail of the CBT thing or not, if I just want to stop right there. Because, yeah, I think that's good for one video. Would be your thought records, so like I said, I had done a couple thought records, and I was like, whatever, this isn't gonna help. This is all just bull crap. There's so much. There's so much that I could give out to this. It's crazy. I'll read one of my thought records just because I'm going to show you guys how I found which one I found helped me. This was one that I just recently did. I was driving and I started getting anxious. That was my situation. My mood was anxious 90% and scared 80%. Automatic thought was, I need to pull over and let my fiance drive 90%, and I'm going to get in an accident if I don't. That was my hot thought, was I need to pull over. My evidence that supports the hot thought, my heart was racing, my hands were clammy, and I was getting fidgety. And then my evidence that does not support the hot thought, it never lasts long, it will pass, and I'll push through it. So see right there, when I was driving, like we were at a stop sign, and I said to my fiance, I said, I may need you to drive. I'm getting really anxious. And I started getting really fidgety and everything, and I started, you know, moving around. And he's like, well, we're at a red light. Why don't you let me out and we'll swap? And I was like, you know what? No, I gotta push through this. I gotta push through this. And I was saying that in my head. I was like, I can do this. I can do this. It's not much farther. You know, it doesn't last for long. I got this. So I was like, well, just wait. And then I went through, then the light turned and I went through and away I went. And I drove all the way home and I was fine. I overcame it. So like what she said, what the teacher had said that in one of the classes, she said, for people who suffer with anxiety, which is so true, people who suffer with anxiety, anxiety only lasts a limited of time. Your body and yourself can only be hyped up to the highest peak of anxiety for so long, and then it can't do nothing but come back down. So in all reality, anxiety isn't going to last for hours. It's not going to last, well, I mean, it can last for hours, but I mean, its highest peak can only last a certain amount of time. So eventually you're just gonna come back down from that. You're gonna go nowhere but down from the way that you're feeling. So that really stuck with me and really helped me out with feeling anxious and everything. So I'm gonna leave it at that because, like I said, a lot of it's overwhelming, and I want people to just really think about the thought record and give it a try. Give it a try. If it doesn't work for the first little while, at least try it. Seriously, please, somebody come back onto the video or message me. I'll leave like my social media down below. Message me and let me know if you've used a thought record and if it helped you at all. And don't just do it once and say no, or don't just listen to this video and be like, that's bull. No, please try it for yourself. You will be surprised. And if you don't get it, I will try and help you the best I can. Like I said, just message me and I'll try and go over everything. And yeah, I've got the book here and I'll help you guys out. But like I said, I really want to hear because of her. That is what I really want out of this video. That's really what I want out of a Facebook page. If I get enough people, we'll make a Facebook page. Psst, psst. Go away. So yeah, I hope to hear back from you guys. I hope to get a lot of feedback. I'm going to be sharing this everywhere and we'll see if we get a lot of feedback. If not, then I'll just continue doing my videos and you guys will just have to listen to me and go on about CBT and about the thought record and everything else. And like there's other stuff that helps too in the course. But like I said, I don't want to overwhelm everybody because it is overwhelming. And I want this video, I want at least one person to get help out of this video. So that is my goal. So I will see you guys next time, and yeah. Oh, sorry, I don't have enough time to explain that situation, but I will make a video right now after this explaining how a situation where the CBT group has helped me. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for listening. Bye.